to some breaking developments now coming in. We have to shift our focus to Bengaluru, where we're understanding protests have erupted in Bengaluru against the Chief Minister Gherao Bommai. You've got the Bangalore SC/ST community members who are protesting. They've Gherao the Chief Minister Gherao Bommai. This is over a land dispute issue and reservation. While one group of people are protesting and demanding 6% reservation to the Madika community, the other are objecting to handing over the land which was meant for the SC/ST communities to private estates and plantations. Look at those visuals on your screens. My colleague Harish is now joining us. Harish, we can see the Chief Minister who's been Gherao by these protesters. Talk to us about why they're protesting.
Well, this protest is near Vidhana Soudha just after the Chief Minister, in fact, attended Ambedkar program and was stepping out. And you have two groups of people largely belonging to the SC/ST communities, in a way trying to Gherao the Chief Minister. One asking for 6% reservation for the Madika community and asking for the Sadashiva committee report to be implemented and the community being helped. And the government should consider that report is what this community is demanding. This is an internal reservation that they are asking for the Madika community, while the other is demanding that the government drop plans to allocate land or regularize any sort of land holding that plantations and estates have on the land meant for SC/ST community. There's a plan by the government to hand over this land now. Perhaps that is something that has also caused a lot of heartburn. And right now, the Chief Minister being Gherao for the same and facing embarrassment on two counts, especially on a day when his government wants to reach across to the community, saying they are the ones who will increase the reservation for the community.
Right. So as Harish, as you were rightly pointing out that this is turning out to be embarrassing for the Gherao Bommai government, has this been a long-standing issue? What are the kind of assurances that have been given by the state government so far?
Well, remember, just recently the government increased the reservation for the SC/ST community. They've breached the 50% cap that the Supreme Court had put in an earlier case in 92. With this, now there is a Pandora's box that has opened up. Every community now asking for a reservation. Here the Madika community asking for an internal reservation where their reservation for that particular caste, the Madika caste, goes up. That's been their demand. The decision to hand over or regularize any sort of encroachment of land, or rather land that's being currently used as estate or plantation, is also another crucial issue that the government has now in a way tilted towards giving it to the owners of the land that is being currently used. A significant chunk of it might be land that's reserved or meant for these communities, and that shouldn't be handed over is another demand. So the government in a fix on both the issues, and not too much of time that the government can buy. Remember, we have elections slated in the next 4 or 5 months, and this election, the BJP wants to reach across to these communities. They do understand that if they have to gain majority on their own, then they'll have to ensure that apart from the Lingayats, a wide rainbow coalition of castes also support them, and the SC/STs play a very significant part in that plan.
You know, Harish, as you were rightly pointing out that this reservation is now becoming like the opening of a Pandora's box. Where does it end? One community after another making a similar call as far as reservation is concerned. But as far as elections next year are concerned, how damning can this be for the BJP?
Well, it is something that the BJP will be worried about for two reasons. One, the government, after increasing the reservation for the SC/ST communities, was hoping that the community would back them. And in that effort, they had carried out massive rallies at multiple places,
Harish,
especially
in... Apologize for interrupting you. I request you to stay on with us. I quickly want to take in a reaction from the Congress also. We have Sankara Guha of the Congress now joining us. Good to have you on the broadcast with us. How do you see these protests that have now erupted outside the Vidhana Soudha in Bengaluru?
So the problem is, first of all, the Chief Minister is very weak, and whatever the government is limited to written in paper.
We seem to be having a bit of an issue with Sankara Guha's connection. We'll try and re-establish that. But Harish continues to be with us. Harish, I apologize for interrupting earlier. Please go ahead.
Well, the BJP has carried out multiple SC/ST rallies across the state, especially in districts that have a significant population around Bellary and that area. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, all of them, in fact, taking part in this rally, trying to highlight what the government has done for the community. And Sri Ramulu, who is also from the community, being aggressively pitched by the BJP, hoping that there will be a vote shift of these SC/ST community votes away from the Congress to the BJP. That would bring some seats to the BJP. So that's been their endeavor. So this issue now will once again put the BJP on the back foot. Do they want to take up this issue and address it within the 4 months time span that they have? And also, in the overall calculation, the BJP was hoping that in seats where they would have lost by a narrow margin to the Congress party, wooing the SC/ST community might tilt that in favor of the BJP. So the BJP will also have to rework that arithmetic as well.
Harish, just speaking as far as what is happening outside Vidhana Soudha, because we saw the Chief Minister being Gherao, do we have a better understanding of what's really happening? Has he been able to make his way out, or protesters continue to demand actions from him immediately?
Well, the police managed to act swiftly and ensure that the Chief Minister's convoy exited from this place. Also, people who were here for the program and also for this protest have been cleared away from the spot, is what we understand. But it might not have ended up being a security issue, but definitely a major embarrassment for the Chief Minister, especially at a time when the BJP wanted to woo this particular community.
What about the opposition, Harish? Because they, of course, will want to use this as an opportunity to attack the Chief Minister.
That's been the opposition's claim. In fact, every time the BJP came out and spoke about hiking reservation for SC/ST, the Congress tried to pose very specific questions to the BJP. One, asking who initiated the process of hiking the reservation for the SC/ST community. It happened in the erstwhile Congress government. So they are saying that we actually set the ball rolling. It's not the BJP. Second, Congress also asked what else has the BJP done apart from this, stating that nothing much has been done. In fact, they said that the money that was granted under the SC/ST sub-plan was diverted to various issues and various projects, including some of them very close to the BJP's ideology, especially of education and how it's taught, of teaching Vedic maths to SC/ST students under the money meant for the SC/ST sub-plan, saying this is how the BJP has treated the community and the money meant for the SC/ST community. So the Congress obviously trying to ensure that its vote bank doesn't
Harish,
get eroded.
I apologize for